So introduce yourself to us. Where are you from and what have you been talking about here today at the Spring Fair?
My name's Peter Wong. I'm from Liverpool and I'm the owner of Wong's Jewellers. And today we've been talking about how to create a bricks and mortar store as opposed to an online shop.
Okay, so I know that your talk was very well received. What were the take-home messages that you hope people from the show today will take with them?
I think to maintain an atmosphere of fun in the store. Don't be too serious. Don't be too corporate, because I think that actually can drive people away, particularly those people who don't want that experience. Just have fun with your staff, with your clients, and make them feel relaxed.
Now let's blow your trumpet now, because last night you won an award, didn't you? Tell us about the award that you won and what it means to you.
I won the Independent Jeweller in the BioPowers 2015.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That must have felt pretty good.
Oh, it did, yeah. I knew I was nominated, but I was really pleased to win. Yeah, as you could probably tell from a massive smile.
Yeah, don't like to see ear to ear. So obviously you're doing fantastically well. Looking back though over your career, has there been any business mistakes that you've made along the way, and that now you look back, perhaps it was a good thing, things you learned from?
Can I say them? I think
it's entirely up to you.
There's some mistakes. I can't be specific. I think is recruiting the right people, because as your business expands, you can't be the only person. You've got to sort of relax, know you've got the right people in there to do the direction you want to go, but they've got their own skills and abilities. And sometimes if you don't get that right, that's when it can sort of backfire on you. So
important, isn't it? The people, that they embody sort of the ethos of your company as well,
right.
and that you're all singing from the same hymn sheet, for want of a better expression.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lady with us at the moment. She's heavily pregnant. She's working harder than ever. She loves Wong's Jewellers. Yeah.
Well, that's nice though, isn't it? If you've got a team that's supporting you, you can't really go far wrong, can you?
No, that's right. Yeah.
Is there anything that you wish you knew before you started out in business that now is kind of really key to you?
Yeah, I think I'm from the bench. I actually used to make jewellery. Wow. And obviously that's how all jewellery gets onto our shelves. But I think if I'd perhaps come off the bench a little bit earlier, I've actually got no business qualifications.
Sometimes the best way though, you understand the industry. I was going to say,
right.
It's a really interesting point actually. Say you wish you'd come off early, but surely that makes you more of an all-rounder. You have an appreciation for the whole process.
Sometimes though, to really develop a business is to have a bit more of an understanding about business, and if I'd done that a little bit earlier. But
you've obviously learned as you went along.
Exactly,
you won a fantastic award last night. Well done, you. What about a great buy-in strategy? Are there any tips that you can give to people for maybe how they might look at that, how they might develop it? What are your top tips for a top buying strategy? I
think is to get the sales team involved, because they're the people at excuse the phrase, but at the coal face, who they're meeting the customers, knowing what the customers want. When you're sort of in sort of more of a back room. I mean, obviously I do go on the shop floor, but I seldom see the customers. So I think it's really important. Like yesterday, there were 6 of us here. So it's those people who are dealing with the customers who can give you the best feedback on what to buy.
You certainly sound like you manage your team well as well, and you've got a good grasp of your business, hence why it's doing so well. Let's talk about Spring Fair. What do you think of it then? How important is this then to people in your industry?
I think it's really important. I think, I mean, over the years I've seen a big change. There's a lot more impressive stands. I think it's becoming a bit more like the European shows. Obviously, it's nice to be on your home territory, speaking to the suppliers. It's great for the sales team as well, because often they're speaking to these suppliers at the end of a phone. So again, it's nice for them to come down, experience, meet the people there. They've built relationships up, albeit on the phone.
Relationships are so important,
aren't
they,
to
say? Just a quick question here then. What do you think that needs to be improved on within the jewellery and watch industry, if anything at all, in your opinion as an expert?
That's a difficult one. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
If you think nothing, that's completely fine. Well, let's talk about key trends then. You're a man with a finger on the pulse. What's going to be kind of big the later part of this year, 2015?
Well, in my own small world, I think what as a business we're focusing on is our own brand. I mean, I know there are a lot of brands out there that more powerful than others. But I think we're seeing more of a shift back to what you'd call, traditional jewellery. I mean, bridal jewellery, wedding rings, engagement rings, diamonds, pendants, earrings. I mean, over Christmas, we noticed they were really strong. And I feel that, now consumers have got a bit more confidence that will only get better, and that the shift will be more back to traditional jewellery rather than silver brands.
Very interesting indeed. I'll just check we've done everything. Oh, okay, last one. And finally, what are you hoping to achieve in 2015 for you and your company?
We're hoping to have recruiting a web, not really a web developer, but someone to look after our website in-house, develop that side of it.
So online's going to be key for you?
Yeah, and I think also to become more sort of self-sufficient is to, be able to do things in-house so that we can do them sort of as and when we want. Obviously expand our social media presence, which, started, we've been doing now for over 12 months, but we'll get on a few more platforms. I think that's it, yeah.
Well, best of luck. You certainly sound like you know what you're doing. You've got a great brand, and thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Take
Thanks.
care.